What's going on, guys? Summer Gamer 7 coming back at you with another video. Now, this time, this video is going to be a little bit different. This video was taken from my stream on Twitch, which I did yesterday with one of my friends. And it's a review slash discussion of our thoughts and opinions on Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, which is based off the video game of the same name. The series came out on Thursday on Netflix. Warning, this video does contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, I suggest go watch it. It's not that long, it's only 4 episodes. Pretty short in my opinion. I'll put a link to the trailer, so y'all can go guys check out the trailer. And after you're done watching the series, if you have Netflix, come back and watch this video, because we're going to be talking about spoilers the whole time. If you do like this content, I'll put my stream information down below, so you can give me a follow there. And make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. I try to do my best with the editing, because like we're also playing and talking at the same time, but in some parts of the game got too intense because we're playing on a higher difficulty. So I'm going to do my best to try to edit some stuff out. That way y'all are only hearing the discussion. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoy this video. Bye.
I can see that.
For the record, guys, full disclaimer: this has spoilers.
Yeah.
So if y'all haven't seen Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, you might want to turn off the stream.
Or if you're not gonna watch it, if you're not gonna watch it in the first place, might as well just listen.
Yeah, or if you're not gonna watch, what Quentin said.
But I will say this: Leon looks good.
Oh yeah, he does.
The animation, I really liked it.
10 across the board. Like, some scenes look so realistic.
They definitely. What I like is they did really good with the character animation. Not so much the environment animation, like with the foliage and stuff.
Yeah.
But I did like how they didn't go over the top like they did in Vendetta.
Yeah, Vendetta was a little over the top.
Are you okay?
I'm a little sad how they didn't mention Chris though.
I know, right? Like,
Because supposedly, from like the timeline, from what I understand, this was taking place like right around the time this game takes place.
well, it takes place 3 years before Resident Evil 5 takes place.
Is it? Resident Evil 5 takes place in 2009?
Yeah.
What the hell just happened?
They didn't
Damn,
move
that thing
any
got that
signs
was a
I've
bullet
ever seen.
punch.
Yeah. Let me double check. I think it takes place in 2009.
That could be wrong. I thought I read something, but yeah.
But Infinite Darkness does take place between Resident Evil 4 and 5.
Yeah, it takes. So Leon isn't depressed yet, which is nice.
Okay, I was wrong. You're right. The game does take place in 2006.
Yeah.
The game was set in 2006, and Infinite Darkness was set a little bit earlier in that same year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're right. Yeah, my bad. But I'm surprised that he wasn't mentioned at all. Like, especially when Claire got kidnapped.
What? Oh, I have full. Fuck.
Full what?
I'm gonna just. I don't know what to get rid of. I can't pick
Your
up.
inventory's full.
Yeah. I'm gonna disregard that pistol. Disregard, discard, I mean. Oh, okay. But, I kind of was confused at first, because
Yeah, me too, a little bit.
kind of didn't like how they, well, I understand, I didn't like how they, kept going back and forth between 2000 and 2006 the way they did. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind like the flashbacks, you know. Well, what I was saying earlier was I don't mind like flashbacks in like movies and stuff like that, but they kind of repeated a lot of the same scene. They did the flashbacks.
Yeah, they did.
Like the first like 4 flashbacks they had was literally repeats. Didn't really
Yeah.
understand why. Remember, we
So
don't
what did
we
you
don't get to
think
share
of-
items. Oh, and
Oh, we don't?
no, I think we don't get to
Oh.
a veteran.
Fuck.
Anyways, what was in?
What did you think of Jason?
Huh?
The character, Jason.
Oh, Jason. I mean, interesting. I wonder what, like, I'm sure they're gonna make more seasons. I wonder what they're gonna do with them. I feel like they're kind of setting
Yeah,
them up
'cause
or
he's al-
something.
Well, I mean, like, they already killed him off, though.
Oh, sorry, I was mixed up my characters. I thought you
Are
were
you
talking
talking
about.
about,
I thought you were talking about
what's his name?
The
Are you
new-
talking about Wilson?
Yeah, Wilson. That's what I thought you were talking about. But Jason, I feel like there's a few interesting things to say about him. First, like the big thing, which is the mutation.
Yeah.
Second was like what drove him to be what he was doing, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing was, which also leads to the end of it with the chip. Like the whole thing was fear and terror and whatnot. I mean, but I mean, I understand where he's coming from, like the whole fear and
Me
terror
too.
thing. But I feel like there's
In a sense.
he could have done it in a smarter way. I understand what he saw. It's kind of pissed me off when he was talking to Leon and he was like, I've seen shit. And Leon was like, hey, listen, man, I've seen shit too.
You don't know what you're talking about! You can all go to hell!
Wait a minute.
What did you think of the president?
I really liked pretty much the setup for his character. It kind of made me a little sad knowing what happened to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause like he seems like a good guy who wants to do right,
Yeah, he seems like a good person.
but the fact that like he almost lost his daughter.
Yeah. Actually, it kind of surprised me he wasn't more intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to his mutation was, I don't remember. They didn't confirm it. It was the T virus, wasn't it?
I thought it was, but what surprised me was there should have been an antivirus. Like
Yeah.
that's what confused me about the subject.
And then there's also the fact of like the mutations, because like from what it seemed like is the longer that a certain like the organism is infected, the more it mutates. Because like I don't remember the brother's name, but like when we saw him, he was all fucking stoned out and shit.
Yeah.
And then I was also kind of surprised when
Wasn't her brother's name Jason?
yeah, maybe. I'm not too good with names.
Yeah, me neither.
And I was also surprised he could control the mutation the way he did.
Yeah, like he had full control of it of
Yeah.
himself, which is surprising.
Which surprised me when he fucking killed, what's her name?
Shenmue.
Yeah, I was
Shenmue, yeah.
I was very confused when she got murked by him. I was like, wow, that just happened.
Yeah.
Surprisingly good.
We got an A. That's amazing.
Ah.
Alright, back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
It just disappoints me that if you take away the credit scene and the intro, it was like 90 minutes or 100 minutes,
Yeah.
which is about the length of the movies. And like, it's not right because like I heard for the live action TV show that they're doing, it's gonna be 8 episodes and they're gonna be an hour long each.
Wow, that's fine. Yeah, it kind of makes
So I'm like,
me sad for it because unless they make another season soon, it's kind of a letdown.
exactly. Like I felt like they stumbled out of the gate with this.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good. It just wasn't great. Like, I read somewhere where, hey, what's up, Mitch Eskimo? I just hate that. Like, I read somewhere that said like, people prefer to have to watch episodes over a movie, so that's why they just cut it down to 4 episodes.
I mean, I can see how that's true, but still, it's kind of, you could have added some more in there. Hell, even if it was just a little bit of filler, like some background shit that happened.
Yeah, like
Like, you
that's what I
coulda-
love. Like
Like the flashbacks with what's his name, Jason.
Jason, yeah.
Yeah, like the flashbacks. You could have added another maybe 20 minutes of like explaining how him and his squad went from the first area where they fought the infected to getting all the way to the base.
Yeah,
You could have put that in there.
I would have liked that. I would have liked to see that.
And then, or you could have put in some more about Jason and the rest of his squad, like after they get out into duty, because they said they used him as a what's the word they used?
Like, they use them as dogs, basically. Like,
Exactly.
not like experiments, but like, they're like, if you keep doing this, we'll give you the serum.
Exactly. Which
And go ahead.
I mean, there's like plenty of stuff like that was mentioned in the story that you could have put in there instead of just leaving it out and not doing anything about it. Like, because that's why it feels more like a movie than an actual series, because they have all this shit that you could cover, but they decided not to cover because they wanted to just fit it into the mystery of the storyline. But the series usually don't do that. The series eventually, sooner or later, you always round back to those certain points during the lore, and you see it happen, or it gets taught more in depth. But that didn't really happen.
Yeah, exactly. Good points.
And then, like, at the end, bro, like, the biggest thing to talk about is the fucking chip. Like, what's going on with the chip?
I know, right? Like,
how did you
bro,
feel
that
about
made me
it?
so mad. Cause I'm like, they experienced a real tragedy together, and they formed a bond over that. And Claire's asking for your help, and you're just like, no, I'm not gonna give you this chip.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm like,
I can see where Leon's coming from, because one, he wants to protect the president, because Leon, it's obvious that between the games and even the movies, Leon cares a lot about the president. That's
Yeah,
why he's working for him. That's why he's like helped him with all the stuff, because he thinks he's a good man. But at the same time, it's like, it gets to a point where you think you're doing it for the good, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's gonna freak people out and it might hurt, you know, Mr. President, but still, it gets. I mean, it's got to be known because he basically did what the government did to Raccoon City. That's what Leon did with the whole situation.
Basically, yeah.
Which I think in the end he realizes that. At the same time, he kind of doesn't want to admit it. And I think Claire realizes that he's doing it, but she just kind of left it be.
I know she was hurt by that.
Yeah, because
You can
like
tell.
after all the shit that they've been together multiple times, you'd think that there'd be a bigger bond where they could trust each other more.
Yeah.
And Leon doesn't give a reasoning. He just says, "This is something I can't do."
I know. I'm like, that made me sad. I was like, dang. And it does explain why, like, we don't see them interact much anymore.
Exactly. It's a good little point so that they added towards like, hey, this is why you don't really see Claire's much nowadays.
Yeah.
Same with Leon. Because we all know what happens
True.
with Leon's eventually. He gets fucking super depresso.
Yeah. 11 years down the line.
Yeah. What no pussy does to motherfucking.
Did you notice that, like, he doesn't score at all?
I know! I seriously. I like. I was so
Go ahead.
mad, man. I like how they still kept his personality though.
Same. That's when he was at his best. His
Yeah.
personality.
Like they kept the Resident
Like-
Evil 4 personality, which is what I loved.
Which is, yeah, the best Leon. Yes, yes. I like how he tried to ask Shenmue out,
Yep.
and she's like, "There's another man. There's another man. That's classified."
Yeah.
Now I'm like, "Damn, come on, Leon." And then even when him and Claire met up at the end,
It's like I thought we were going to
and
dinner.
she's like, "It's like the chip. Oh, I thought we were going to dinner." But
Leon just wants love.
Uh,
Confirmed.
yes, he does. I'm disappointed there was no, like, not even a reference of Ada.
I know.
Where's Ada at?
There's a lack of mentioned characters.
I know.
Ada Wong.
No mention of Chris.
No mention of Chris.
No mention of Ada.
Even with Claire being there. Like even in Damnation or no Degeneration. Sorry, she mentions Chris a
Degeneration.
few times.
Yes.
She doesn't say a single thing about him during the whole series.
I know. Like even when she was kidnapped by what's his name, Wilson.
Yes.
Yeah, Wilson.
You'd be like, hey, my brother's a part of the BSAA, homeboy.
Like he could take you down. Nothing.
And even Wilson
makes
didn't
me
mention
sad.
it. That's the thing, because he was talking about Claire. He had his profile on her, and he didn't say. You'd think that'd be one of the big red flags that pop up. It's like, oh, she's related to, you know, Chris Redfield.
I know. Like what is he? Chopped liver?
Exactly.
It's like he didn't give a fuck about her. It's like, Chris. She's related to Chris. No big deal.
Yeah.
Disappointing. I wouldn't mind to see like at least a cameo of Ada, like a 30-second cameo or something.
You just want to see Ada.
We all want to see Ada. You want to see her too, bro.
Sure.
Or I wouldn't mind seeing Chris. Where Chris at?
I miss Jill.
Or Jill. Yeah. Well, Jill is not really relevant at this point.
Sure enough.
Although it does explain, although it's not really a big deal to me, more about Tricell at the end of the series. That kind of explains where they're coming in on all this. Because like, it seems that Tricell is the one that has the vaccine, which they gave to Wilson.
Yeah.
So I guess that's cool in a sense, although kind of a letdown though, because like we saw 4 episodes just for that.
I'm pissed that okay, one of my biggest pet peeves, that whole fucking thing, that whole last episode, was he didn't kill Wilson, but he killed,
Charmaine?
Charmaine, yeah. Like, I don't...
Oh, Shenmue, excuse me.
Shinmei. I don't... Because, I mean, I guess I can see him doing it out of mercy, but, like, it's bullshit how she died, first off. But second, it's bullshit how he let Wilson go. And how Leon let him go as well.
I know. I'm like, well, why don't you send the whole Secret Service after him?
Okay, and then this was just like a small pet peeve, was when
Go ahead.
Leon showed up in the facility for the first time, Claire didn't yell once for Leon. Did you notice that?
That was strange.
It's like they were right across from each other, and Leon didn't notice her, and Claire just kind of sit there silently, like, oh.
That was weird. I don't know. It just felt like they just stumbled out of the gate with this.
Yeah. It's like they want to connect dots, but at the same time, they're doing it so poorly, they're just leaving more fucking dots to connect.
Yeah.
It's like, well, here's why this and this happened, and now people are like, oh, okay, why did that happen to make that happen now?
Yeah, exactly.
Kirk, we owe you one.
Love King, you said you asked, you think it might be to promote the live action series?
Mm.
I don't know, man, because I feel like the live action series is going a different route.
In fact, the live action series is going to be more in touch with the live action movies, and not the animated.
Okay, that's in a way that's sort of interesting.
You know
Maybe
what
it
I mean?
explains how civilization fell.
Exactly, because like as we know, it hasn't happened in the games or the animated movies yet. The whole apocalypse hasn't happened yet, as we'll
Yeah.
call it. However, it has happened in live action.
Yeah, maybe this will explain it, because like in the live action movies,
It just kind of throws you in there during the live action.
from two to three, it just dives right into like you said, the apocalypse.
Yeah.
So maybe like the first 4 episodes of this live action will explain how it happened.
That would definitely be an interesting outlook. That would 100% make me have to go rewatch the live action movies.
You can borrow them if you want. I have all of them.
I think I actually have them too. I have a Blu-ray
okay.
set.
Oh,
Believe it or
cool. Another thing I'm disappointed of, we didn't see Ashley Graham once.
We didn't see Ashley once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides the picture,
Where's she at?
we saw a picture of her. I mean, hey,
I know that.
that's about it.
Cause I know like she kind of had like a thing for Leon.
Yeah. Not even that. Like they could have shown her being worried about her dad. It's like, bam, a cyber
Yeah.
attack. Oh no. Like, how does his daughter react? But no, you didn't see her once.
I just felt like
Come on!
What's up?
I just felt like me and you just had high expectations for this TV show because me and you actually like the lore of Resident Evil, the history.
Yeah.
So it's like
Don't
we
get me
wanted
wrong.
some answers and we didn't get that much.
It is a good TV show. It was a very
It was
good TV.
good. Yes, it was good.
I enjoyed it. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying that I kind of feel a little. I feel like they didn't make it for the fans. This is.
They probably didn't. In typical cases of Hollywood.
I did like how they did. They did include the fact that it was pretty much based around the games as well.
Yeah, that's good. I would have been disappointed if it wasn't. How many episodes was it? Love King? It was only 4 episodes.
And
That was it.
once you take away, once you take away the intro and then the outro, it's pretty much like 24 minutes each episode, at most.
Yeah, I agree. If you see Degeneration, the movie, and then see the series, it will make a bit more sense.
Plus 4, I feel like you kind of need to know what happens in Resident Evil 4.
Yeah,
It's like they reference it a little bit.
and that's a great game which everyone should play, in my opinion.
Very good game.
Another thing that disappointed me, it was not in 4K.
Yeah. I was expecting it to be in 4K.
I was trying to Google it. I'm like, am I doing something wrong here? Cause like the trailer was in 4K.
Yeah.
Like those bastards, they teased us.
Curious if they might like make it 4K later on. I doubt
They
it.
should have done it at launch.
Yeah, I was gonna say I doubt it, but at the same time, I do hope they do. I am curious if they're gonna make a second season, because honestly, they don't have to. Like, with
You know
where
what?
they
I guess
left
they.
it.
I guess they shouldn't. Or, yeah, there's no need.